So we're going to talk a little bit about finishing. Now, finishing is up to you. I think, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I provided you with like a brush in at home. Now, it would be great if you can run to the store, or maybe you even have some form of paints lying somewhere around the house. So you can obviously take paint. There is this, simple stuff you can buy at Michael's, Walmart, or any other craft store. It doesn't need to be terribly expensive. You guys can even use house paint if you have some of that stuff left over. There's these watercolor sets. They're super cheap. They're also at Walmart and most of the local stores that you guys can paint on your sculpture with. But I understand a lot of you guys will not have access to a lot of materials. So some other things to consider that you can use when you're painting your project. You can use markers. The clay will accept markers, so you guys can use markers to paint on your project. Sharpies are also a type of marker that would work. You can even use colored pencils. Colored pencils will, and crayons will, it'll take longer, but you can see they will eventually draw on there. In the absolute worst case scenario is if you're just left with a simple little pencil, okay, well, that's fine. Even if you're left with a simple pencil, you can use, the pencil to kind of highlight some areas. Maybe you want some darks down in between, so you can highlight the areas in between to make them appear dark and stand out. But this part is going to kind of be your creative portion of it. I would like for you to paint the front of the sculpture. I would like for you to paint the base of the sculpture, and I would like for you to paint the back of the sculpture. You do not have to paint down here in the bottom whatsoever, because next week you are going to actually take a picture of the front and of the back and show it to me. One other thing to consider while you guys are doing the painting on this is you would like one area to stand out of your sculpture when you're done painting it, and that is going to be your focal point. And I'm going to show you a couple examples of a couple other sculptures. So here is one that is about, oops, that's the backside, sorry. Here's one that's about the beach, and you can see they painted it with beaches and waves and a sunset. But see how they made the sea stand out in beach? That is a focal point. So they did a nice, lovely beach painting, but the sea is standing out, and it's the focal point. This student here painted theirs out to make it look like red rain boots and raindrops. And you can see they painted the eye blue here to stand out from all the other letters. So I am going to end up painting my monster and having it look differently. But once again, as you guys can see here, you're going to finish painting the front and the tops and the sides and everything. And then you will paint one object to stand out differently. So good luck this week. Again, your job is to use any method necessary to paint or marker or color or crayon your works at home. All right, talk to you later, guys.